it's Christina with Christy Fit 31, and today I wanted to talk about metabolic adaption. So I'm going to mention TDEE calculator up front. That is one of my favorite ways to get my clients to understand how many calories they need in a day, how to understand what a bulk or a surplus is, or a cut or a diet is. So a TDEE calculator stands for total daily energy of expenditure. So a lot of times when people come to you, they've been doing tons of cardio, they've been doing very low calories, and they can't lose any more weight because your body has adapted to that. That low rate of calories is now their maintenance. That is their maintenance calories. That's what their body says, oh, this is where I need to be to maintain where I'm currently at. One, they can't really add a whole lot more cardio, and two, they can't lower their calories because it's not safe. So how do you get out of that metabolic plateau? The best way is to slowly increase your calories. So week by week, add 50 to 100 calories. So if you're at, say, 1,200, because that's what a lot of people try and get down to. So if you're at 1,200 calories, next week try and hit 1,300 calories. Don't gain any weight, perfect. 1,400 calories the week after that. And still not gaining weight, perfect. 1,500 calories, and slowly reduce your cardio at that too. Strength training is going to be your best friend because strength training builds muscle. Muscle burns more calories than fat does. So muscle is denser. Every day you're burning more and more calories just to stay with the muscle mass that you have. So once you get your body up to maintenance calories using your TDEE calculator, which most people are under eating, you can see where their maintenance is. For a lot of people, it's 18 to 2,000. So once you are hitting your maintenance calories, you can try and go a little bit above maintenance. So personally for me, I'm eating about 2,000, 2,100 right now. I'm trying to make that my maintenance to where I'm not gaining any fat, I'm just building muscle. When I want to cut or reduce calories to show the muscle that I've had, I can cut it down by 200 to 300. Once my body adapts to that lower caloric intake, I'm at metabolic adaption, so therefore I can slowly increase my calories to get my maintenance higher again, and then do a cut, and then slowly increase my calories again. So your body adapts to everything you're doing. It's going to adapt to how much cardio you're doing. It's going to adapt to your training if you keep the same training program all the time. It's going to adapt to how much food you're eating. So I recommend doing a TDEE calculator. You can search them on Google. They always have free ones. Do your TDEE calculator every probably 4 months. You generally want to be switching up your routine every 3 to 4 months as well. So changing out your rest period, changing out your sets, either going the opposite of what you've been doing. So for a lot of my clients, we start with the 10 to 12 rep range. The next set of exercises we might do after 4 months is heavier. So we might be doing 3 to 8 rep range and going heavy on our exercises. After another 4-month period, we might switch to high rep and be doing 15 to 20 or 12 to 15. So we switch out our programs a couple of times a year, and we check our TDEE calculators to either increase our calories, or if we feel like we're gaining weight, reduce those calories a little bit. So metabolic adaptation is really just your metabolism adapting to what you're doing. So you have to kind of keep track of that. You can weigh yourself as you want, but remember, the scale can lie. A lot of times I have to tell my clients, don't weigh yourself. Go by how your clothes fit. Are you losing inches? Do your clothes fit better? A lot of times the scale can stay the same. I actually weigh more now than I did 2 years ago when I started weightlifting because muscle is denser. So you might see the scale stay the same as you're losing fat and building muscle. So it might be going back and forth, but your weight might stay the same. So you can always do a body fat scan. They have the scales now that measure your body fat, measure your skeletal muscle mass. I use that one, and I just keep track of it. Every couple of months I'll weigh myself to see what I'm doing, adjust my calories as needed. Sometimes I will free track because I can eyeball it sometimes, but I always recommend tracking to see if you're hitting your protein goals, because you want to be hitting your protein to build your muscle mass. And I've done videos on macros, I've done videos on other stuff. So I just wanted to touch on this because this is a big one, is people hit their plateau and they're like, well, I'm doing what I was doing before, I've added more, what should I do? And a lot of times you got to pull the rein back because they're getting into overtraining. They're doing too much. So a lot of times you just need to up those calories a little bit so that they're fueling their body, feeding that muscle that they've built, and then you can slowly cut down again. So I hope that helps, and I hope you guys have a great day.